You're responsible for the reality you created. It's not the economy, it's not your upbringing, it's you, right? How do you change the results that you want in your life? You got to change the way you think, the way you act, and the way you feel. You can't affirm your way to wealth. Like downloading money affirmations from Facebook and repeating them every day, thinking something's going to make you wealthy. You also got to take action that's aligned with your higher version of yourself, who has the results that you really want. The paycheck is not truly yours. It can be taken away from you at any moment, any day. I went from being a high performer, and 9 months later, I found myself unemployed. And I think that's when I really woke up to the reality that, wow, the tables can turn so fast in any corporate career. Now, after being let go, I realized that again, my identity was so tied to my paycheck, right? Join me today on Man on a Mission, and we're going to talk about this. Hey everybody, MiltonCraft, Man on a Mission. So glad to stop by the channel today. Today we're going to talk about how quick the tables can turn in any environment, any workplace, any situation. And tables can turn just like that. And sometimes we overlook that. We think that things are going to stay the same, they're going to be consistent. And sometimes a hiccup happens, and then you have to adjust and make changes in life. So let me start by asking you something. And be honest with yourself when you answer. Are you ready to accept that you're responsible for the reality that you created? Take a minute, think about it. Are you ready to accept the responsibility for the reality that you created? Now, I'm not talking about blame. I'm talking about ownership. It's not the economy. It's not your upbringing. It's not your boss. It's not even your degree or lack of degree. It's you, right? It's you, right? And if it's you, then the good news is you have the power to change it. With anything in life, you always have the power to change it. So you have to ask yourself, so how do you change the results you're getting in your life right now? How do I change where I am right now to go to the next level or to the next phase of my life? You start by changing how you think, how you feel, and how you act. Sometimes we think the wrong things. We respond and act totally the wrong way. And we get caught up in our emotions and we respond any kind of way. And we wonder why the results are the way they are. Because we don't think about the way we think, we don't know how we feel, and we don't know how to act. And sometimes those three things right there will get us in a heap of trouble. And then we wonder, how did we end up right here? Now, you can't affirm your way to wealth. What I mean is, let's be real about it. You can't download some cute little money affirmation on Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn somewhere, repeat it all day long with a fake smile every morning and expect millions of dollars just to fall out of the sky into your bank account. It don't work like that. We know that, right? You can't say, oh, I'm gonna be rich tomorrow, I'm gonna be rich tomorrow, I'm gonna be rich tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. I mean, we can do that all day, all night, and it ain't gonna fall out of the sky. It's not gonna happen. You've got to align your actions. And what kind of action is that? That's action that's in harmony with your higher version of yourself. The version of you who already has a life that you want. Because if you are thinking like your old self, feeling like your old self, or even acting like your old self, guess what? You're gonna keep getting the same old results. I need to say that one more time. If you're thinking like your old self, feeling like your old self, or acting like your old self, you're gonna keep getting the same old results. And by now, you ought to be tired of the same old results. What are you thinking? How are you feeling? And how are you acting? You've You gotta pay attention to that. That makes a whole lot of difference. And let me tell you something personal. Now, I was a high performer in my corporate job. Worked there for a little while, was doing good. Found myself 9 months later, unemployed. Job was gone just like that. The tables had turned on me just like that. And I'm telling you, it can happen to you as well. And that's when I woke up. I realized that the tables in corporate America, or any job, can turn just like that. One day you're being glorified or uplifted or given thanks for doing a great job in a meeting. The next, you're being escorted out the building. They're walking you out the door. And I had to face hard truth. My entire identity was tied to my paycheck. I went to work to get that check. I put in all the effort to get that check. I did whatever it took to get a paycheck. That was my first mistake. Thinking that everything I was tied to a paycheck. Don't let everything in your life be tied to a paycheck. Now, when I left, I didn't just walk away from a job or get escorted out of my job. I walked away from what I thought I was. And that was my biggest wake-up call. Because my paycheck, big or small as it was never mine. And it could, and it was, taken away at any moment. The same thing can happen to you. When you tie yourself to your paycheck, it can be gone in a blink of an eye. So be very careful not to build yourself up on a paycheck from a company or corporation or wherever you're working. The real question you need to ask yourself is this: what are you building that no one can take away from you? What is it that you are building that no one can take away from you? Your character, your courage, your creativity, your vision, the ownership of your life. Are you building up those things? No one can change your character. No one can change your courage. Nobody can definitely deny your creativity, your vision, the ownership of your life. Those are things that people cannot take away from you. That's you. You own that. There's no paycheck from them tied to that. You write the paycheck for that. And don't ever forget that. You are not powerless. You are not stuck. But you are responsible for what you're doing. And that's not a burden. That's a gift. So take that gift. Start thinking differently. Feel deeper. Act higher. And build the reality that no one can take from you. They can't fire you. They can't cancel you. They can't cut you out. Because the tables can turn real quick. But the good thing about that is, so can you. Short message. Want to come share that with you guys today. It was on my mind. You have everything you need to turn your own tables. Don't let a paycheck control you. Don't let somebody running a company control you. You have the courage, the wisdom, the knowledge, the character, the vision, the creativity to do the things that you need to do to turn your whole life around. Because like I said in the beginning, you are responsible for that. So turn the tables in your favor. MiltonCraft, man, on a mission. If you got time, stop by my ebook store, get you some ebooks so that you can start building yourself up, learning different skills and traits that'll help you become better in all areas of your life. Talk to you soon. Have a great day.